What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Report, and today we're here to talk about Bungo Stray Dogs Season 3, Episode 9, or Episode 34, whichever one you want to call it. Hitting you guys with the double this week because I did miss last week, and boy, were these two episodes intense. Even though it's going to be in two videos, I'm going to be covering both of them. Hopefully at the same time. Maybe they'll come out the same day. We'll just have to see when it gets here. But anyway, it is an all-out war between Port Mafia and the armed detective agency to save their leaders. And Chuki and Port Mafia were right at the front door of the agency. They didn't want to waste any time. They didn't want to figure out anything. They got 48 hours to save their master from this poison, or, you know, they had to kill either the leader of the armed detective agency, or the armed detective agency had to kill the leader of Port Mafia, and that was the only way to reverse their effects. Man, at the end of the day, Port is like, look, these guys are our villains. They're our enemies. I mean, we're cool with them, but if it came down to having somebody die, well, guess which one we're gonna pick. So if we have to go through you, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go right through you, and they wasted no time going on an all-out assault right at the front door. But of course, the agency isn't going to go down without a fight. I mean, they are nothing to sleep on either. And they decided to put all their muscle right up front. Depending on the high caliber mind of both Kunikida and Rampo. And they did just that. I love the plan that they had. And that was to use Tanizaki and his light snow ability to basically distract Port Mafia while they escape with the president and try to get him to safety. And overall, to try to find the person, the actual, you know, gifted user that is using this virus, this cannibalism virus, or basically cannibalism plan, whatever it's called. Anyway, they need to get to the source. They need to find the person that's actually causing this ability, and then they're going to use Dazai's no longer human ability to stop him. That's a very good sound plan, and I didn't expect Tanizaki to go in the way that he did. I mean, overall, he is an ability user. I mean, he is part of the armed detective agency, and he has the ability to use illusions, but I did not expect him to go in the way he did. I mean, he completely, in his own way, you could say that he waxed Black Lizard. I mean, with his abilities and everything that he was doing, how he basically misdirected the entire team. Every time they thought they had him, it was somebody else. And I can't remember the older guy in Black Lizard, the leader's name, but he was like, this guy would be a perfect assassin with his ability. And overall, that's what he tried to do. He actually tried to get to Morty and tried to take him out. He was stopped, but still, the fact that he was able to use this ability to not only allow the armed detective agency to not only get away, but to get around and do the things that he was doing, that was pretty badass of him. Now, if he can just get past that sister complex, he could be up there as far as my favorite characters. But of course, if everything went that well, we wouldn't have a story, and things, of course, didn't go that well, because in order to have a story, you also have to have conflict. And this was probably the most heavy part of the episode, was Fyodor's plan, and how, in a way, he divided and conquered the armed detective agency. He's playing survival of the fittest, because they had isolated, Rampo used his skills to isolate who the gifted user was that had the poison. He sent Kunikida and Sushi, I'm sorry. He sent Sushi down to get this guy, only to find that this person, this scumbag, had a whole bunch of children with them, and these children were ready to ride or die for him no matter what. I mean, they straight up had guns and was stopping a Sushi and a Kunikida. I'm getting the names mixed up. They were stopping both of them with guns, and it was one child in particular who had grenades on her neck. She was gonna blow herself up. You know, it's just like, I need to do this in order to save my brother. And this is going to the genius that is Fyodor, because he knew that Kunikida and the heart that a Kunikida has, how pure of a person that he was, that he would put his life on the line to save this child. He knew that he would do that. He knew if it meant someone losing their life, then he would put himself in the line of fire. And that's exactly what he did. This child, Fyodor put it into this child's mind that if this man gets in your way and he pulls out this book, then that's the green light to explode yourself. Go ahead and do it. And she did it right in front of Kunikida's eyes. This is going to mess him up forever to see someone die in front of him, especially a child die in front of him like that. And then that scumbag of a person they had, even though he would end up just being, you know, like a mole or like a catalyst for this, is really Fyodor doing all this. The fact that he had no regard of what these kids was doing. He didn't care as long as he got away. It was very unsettling. It was very sad. And it's a very big power play to Fyodor, the mind games that this guy has, and just how he has everyone hook, line, and sinker. I mean, as a villain, he's phenomenal. This was a very heavy part of the episode. And just like I said, this is gonna bother Kunikida. This is gonna be something that's going to be on the back of his mind forever, that someone died in front of him, a child died in front of him, and there was nothing he could do about it. And the reason why he couldn't do anything about it is because the person that set this up knew that he would do just what he did. That's heavy. And then come to find out that the guy that they were chasing after didn't even have an ability. It was a trap. It was all a trap for them to chase him down, outsmarting Rampo by, you know, forging documents and making it seem like it was this man, but it really wasn't. And he was like, you know, I just gotta deliver a message to you. The rules have changed. The game has changed. Hook, line, and sinker. Fyodor has these guys hook, line, and sinker. And how far ahead is he thinking to have all of these steps already planned ahead? He's just biding his time, waiting for everybody else to take each other out. I mean, if you look at what's going on with Port Mafia and you look at what's going on with the Armed Detective Agency, the Guild could be the X factor in this just for the sake of revenge. But if you look at them as well, we've already seen that he had Hawthorne under his control, so who knows what he's doing in the Guild. I mean, I trust my boy Fitz. I think he's gonna have a good plan when he does come into play. But as far as everybody else right now, you got Mary. She doesn't exactly know what side she wants to be on. She just likes a sushi, so she's helping out. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm hyped for this next episode because this was a very heavy episode, very emotional episode. And how is this gonna affect the Kunikida? How's this gonna affect Kunikida going down the line? And because I'm getting tongue-tied, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So guys, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. And if you liked the video, go ahead and drop that like. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's just not shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.